Hey, this is Mekus with the Continence Club. I am back with another video. My email's in the description if you need help with anything along the lines of controlling your mind to go from your current to your desired situation. Let me know and I will make a video topic on it. We're bridging the gap today by talking about comfort, by helping you have a better understanding of what comfort is all about and how it's affecting you right now. I'm going to split this video up into two ways. One by addressing instant gratification and the other by addressing delayed gratification. Now, I have a quick question for you, a simple one, and it's that why does life feel so hard these days if everything is at my fingertips? Let me ask you again, why does life feel so hard if everything is at my fingertips? I have food at my fingertips, DoorDash, Grubhub, stuff like that, right? I have social media at my fingertips, communication with other people. It feels so convenient, right? I have all of these things right in front of me, but at the same time, life feels hard. Why is this? It's because of instant gratification, which is the desire to experience pleasure or satisfaction immediately without delay or postponement. I learned this the hard way. I learned that instant gratification is something that's really holding me back. Just like you, trust me, I didn't want to hear it at first, right? It was a hard pill for me to swallow until I really found how much damage it's done to me. And the damage that it did to me, similar to you, is that it kept me here. It kept me in my current situation, and it didn't allow me to get to my desired situation. It was holding me back, right? Until I learned what it's about, just like how I'm going to explain it to you. And then I did something about it. I separated myself from 95% of people and actually did something about it. And I'm going to get further into that as I talk about delayed gratification in this video. You see, so what am I trying to say here? It's that everyone, and you as well, you staying in the same place throughout life because of instant gratification. But why blame them? Why blame you? I can't even blame you. It's not even your fault. Life feels so easy. Like, this is great, right? Well, this is just how we were brought up. It's ultimately not your fault. We've been taught growing up, especially with, how technology is advancing, that instant gratification is what we need. When in reality, this is the complete opposite. Delayed gratification is what's really going to bring you fulfillment in your heart. But please bear with me. I'm going to explain why. The reason your desired situation feels out of reach, right? The reason why you can't bridge this gap to get to your desired situation is because you haven't controlled your mind enough to align your concept of self to your goal, right? Because the version of yourself that has your desired situation is not spending all day instantly, gratifying themselves, him or herself, right? So depending on your desired situation, instant gratification is the blockage that you need to remove to align yourself quicker. This is what most people cannot do. And the thing is, let's just be real here. A lot of people understand what instant gratification is doing to their lives. They understand that it's holding them back, yet they keep doing it, right? To continually chase that feeling of happiness when in reality, it's an illusion, right? It's really holding you back. All of this comfort, the drinking all the time, the smoking and the eating the double smash burgers. I know you want that burger. I know you want that Big Mac, but sometimes you just have to have discipline and realize that you can have it later rather than sooner. We have social media at our fingertips. And let me step back a little bit. None of these things are bad. None of these things are wrong. Matter of fact, all of these things are great experiences in life, right? But once you let it get a hold of you, right, it's something that can really hold you back from your desired situation. You see, it's really not even about adding anything into your life. It's removing devices, or it's removing the things that are holding you back, right? The instant gratification of breaking news, the fear, right? Following the crowd. You have your phone in your hands, right? All of these things are great in modification. But whenever you make it become something that is taking over, that's what's really going to start to hold you back. And you wonder why, after months and years, you're still in the same place. You haven't made any progress. It's because of what you're doing with your time and the instant gratification. That's a huge one. So as we bridge the gap today to our desired situation, it's all about discussing delayed gratification and getting you to have a better understanding of what it is so that you can get to your desired situation. When we're referring to the delayed gratification, it's the ability to resist the temptation of an immediate reward in favor of a more valuable and long-lasting reward later on. So you heard the term life is a marathon, not a sprint. There's so much truth to this, right? Because life is something that you're supposed to ride it out, right? And the keys to unlocking your mind is delayed gratification, right? So understand that your desired situation requires for you to sacrifice short-term decisions for the long term, right? It turns out that when you finally shift the majority of your focus to your desired situation, you enjoy it a lot more due to the balance of your mindset. So what I'm trying to say is whenever you're not overly stimulated, your energy, your attention, your focus has to go somewhere. So if it's not going to the instant gratification activities that's draining your energy, it's going into things such as more purposeful work, such as, running, dreaming, visualization, getting your health right? Meditation, journaling, right? Obtaining a skill, making more money, into your spirituality, right? Whoever you believe in. This is where the delayed gratification goes. This is how you build your energy, right? Whenever you delay gratification, you're building your energy. Whenever you consume and you're in instant gratification, you are draining your energy. So you build up your energy and delay gratification to put it towards your goals so that you could have the energy to bring it into your reality a lot quicker. That's why delayed gratification is important. That's why controlling your mind is important, because when you control your mind, you're keeping your energy within, you're building it up so that you can build the life that you want for yourself. Again, life is a marathon, not a sprint. You become more confident in yourself when you feel good about staying true to your goals. Haven't you found that whenever you practice delayed gratification, yeah, it does suck. Yeah, it's boring. Yeah, I agree with you. Yeah, it's not really fun. But whenever you make delayed gratification your only source of dopamine, it actually starts to become fun. Trust me, over time, it really does. And it can even turn out to be something that where you start to develop new passions, because that's where all your attention and focus is. It's not over here anymore. It's here. So you're going to find an outlet that's enjoyable because that's all your mind knows. It doesn't know the instant gratification and all the overstimulation. You've moved past that. And so you want to get to a point where delayed gratification is default for you. It's something that you go after naturally, because once you do this and you put yourself in position here, that's how you're going to get your desired situation. That's how you're going to get that brand new whatever it is that you want. That's how it's going to, that this is what it takes to get to the next level. And so while 95% of people are going to remain here for the rest of their lives, you're going to be that 5%. You're going to be that 1% that steps out of their comfort zone and does the necessary things today so that you don't regret later. Right? Because that's what it comes down to. You don't want to regret later down the road that you didn't practice delayed gratification, because you're going to realize how much time you lost the more you are practicing instant gratification, right? Because at the end of the day, it's really not fulfilling. Although it feels good now, it's not fulfilling. But delayed gratification, you will never regret, because you stayed true and you waited patiently for your time, right? So I'm here to let you know that you can make that change today, and that the comfort that you face now can be the price that you pay tomorrow. Let me say that again. The comfort you face now is the price that you can pay tomorrow, and you're going to end up playing catch up. So it's all about getting after it today, getting what you want as soon as possible so that you can live your life a lot sooner rather than a lot later, because you're playing catch up. So with that being said, this is Mekus with the Continence Club. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I will see you on the other side. And until next time.